with the discovery of a shocking photograph that seems to finally solve the mystery haunting Star City for the past 2 years. Who is the Green Arrow? This photo, which was obtained exclusively by Channel 52, provides unequivocal proof of the identity of the vigilante known as the Green Arrow.
Oliver, what are we gonna do?
What else has the mayor lied about?
I don't know.
Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome back to another video on Arrow Season 6, and today we're going to be reviewing Episode 1 of Season 6, so this is something new to my channel. Last year I didn't actually cover too much of Arrow, but this year I'm going to be doing the reviews and the trailer breakdown, so hopefully you guys do enjoy these videos. If you could share the video around, because obviously not a lot of people are going to watch it compared to my other videos, so it would be awesome if we get some new Arrow viewers in on my Arrow videos, because they're going to be coming pretty frequently on the channel. So every Friday I'll have a review out and then I'll have a trailer breakdown. So get ready for that, guys, because Arrow is amazing and I can't wait for the rest of Season 6. So my overall thoughts on the episode was that it was a really fun episode. Not necessarily fun, but like a really good episode. You could tell the quality has been upped like Supergirl. You could definitely tell in that episode that they totally overdid the standards for Season 2 and 1. Same thing for Arrow. I felt like it was a much better produced episode, and definitely the flashbacks were transitioned a bit better and they fit in a bit better, and everything else was really smooth. Like the special effects were very good, and the overall look of the episode, with it being pretty dark, you know, it really worked, and I was really enticed in the storyline. And yeah, so moving on to plot and character. So within this episode we found out what happened on the NU after Prometheus shot himself in the head. So obviously Oliver Williams survived. We knew that since Season 5, but it was revealed who actually survived on the island. So Thea is comatose. So if you don't know what that is, she's basically in a coma and she's unable to wake up, but she's still alive. So that's a way for the actor, because the actress who plays her, Willa Holland, actually didn't want to appear in too many episodes in Season 6, but same thing in Season 5, and this is a better excuse for that, rather than having to say like last season that she was going away on these long trips, but obviously she actually wasn't, but the actor didn't really want to do that. That's a good way to sort of write her out of the show for like the first half of the season, so we should expect her to come back properly in the back half of the season, maybe at the crossover. So it was revealed on the island that Samantha actually died, so we saw her stumbling over to Oliver, so somehow she was really injured and then she died. So most of us actually guessed that Samantha would be the one to die on the island, because she's the most irrelevant character, if I'm totally honest. Like, we barely see her, and Oliver being a father is a really good storyline that they can progress. And regarding William, I think he was pretty cool. I'm not convinced on his acting, to be honest, because he did have like 5-year-old lines within this episode. It just didn't seem like he was his own age. So William thought that Oliver was the one who technically killed his mum, which he's sort of right about, and I'm happy that by the end they sort of wrapped that up, because there was a lot of tension. And Racer, the maid, is back from Episode 1, so she was only in the pilot and she hasn't been seen since, so that was a really nice sort of callback to Episode 1. So I feel like a lot of the shows have been calling back to Episode 1 in their new season premieres, so that's really awesome to see that. So moving on, Slade's lead actually works out regarding where his son is. So obviously Slade has a really nice talk with Oliver, saying you can't walk in both worlds for so long, you know, at one point you got to choose one or the other. So again, this carries on later into the episode, into the ending scene, so having Slade around was really cool. It was a nice surprise. I didn't really expect him to come, to be honest. So Black Siren was very good in this episode, even though I felt like her opening was not very well acted. It was a bit weird. She just came in, then started smiling, turning around. I felt like she could have done a better job at acting that part, but apart from that, her story was really cool this episode, and she did improve a lot as a character and as an actor. So it's always good to have Laurel Lance around, even if it's the evil version. So also in this episode, Wild Dog got a new suit, and that was one of my favorite parts of the episode, because I felt like his old suit was a bit quick, because he made it himself. So maybe Cisco made it, I'm not 100%. They didn't say who made it, but he has a new suit, so I think it looks really cool. I think it's more of a suited suit to him because it's a more military type suit. It has heavy plated armor, so that's definitely something when you're going into the line of fire. My last point for plot and character, with Oliver Queen at the end, he's been exposed by Channel 52 News. Somehow they got a photo of Oliver in his Green Arrow costume, so this was a big surprise. I did not expect them to do that, and I think it's a really cool storyline, and I'm really intrigued to see how Oliver's going to get around this. I know next episode is going to be heavily based around this because obviously the information just came out in the episode before, so he's going to have the FBI on his tail and things like that, so it's going to be really interesting seeing how this plays out. It's sort of a bit similar to when Iron Man in the movies got exposed, and I wonder if he's going to accept that he's been exposed and maybe the people will accept him for who he is, because remember, Prometheus made him out to be the villain. I don't know, Oliver's in a sticky situation there, so it's going to be really interesting seeing where they go with this. So my top 5 moments of the episode: number 5, Black Canary versus Black Siren. That was just an awesome fight, you know. With the new Black Canary, I actually prefer her to Black Siren, so I really like Diana Drake, and I thought Black Siren was awesome fighting against each other, and I think that's just quite a iconic moment. Number 4, Wild Dog's new suit. Like I said before, it's a really cool new addition, and I think it's just something really cool to add into a premiere, you know, just to change him up a bit. So number 3, who saved Black Siren on the island? I'm really intrigued to see who actually saved Black Siren, and I think that person is going to come into play quite heavily within the season, and I think they've said there's going to be a team up of baddies. I'm not sure if they're going to be working together, but they said each character will have their own villain to deal with, so somehow they're going to probably group up at the end and take on Team Arrow. But it does seem like they're going to be working together, and Black Siren's going to be Black Canary's nemesis, and then there's going to be a lot more. So I think Richard Dragon's going to be Green Arrow's nemesis, so we're going to see what's going to happen. And it did seem like Black Siren was dead, and he literally touched her and she just woke up, so I'm not sure, maybe it's some sort of magic playing into this. So number 2, Deathstroke. So it was a really nice cameo seeing Deathstroke back on Arrow, because, you know, he's going to be in the 2-part episode in episodes 6 and 7, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm really excited to see Deathstroke. I really prefer him in this sort of anti-hero type state rather than being a proper villain. I really like the character as he is now. So number 1, Mayor Green Arrow. So Oliver has been exposed as the mayor, and I'm just really intrigued as to what they're going to do with that, and that's a big moment for the show, probably one of the show's biggest, because a lot of the show has been about hiding his identity and keeping all of the people he loves safe, so that's going to be a really risky thing to try and deal with. So anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like shot free.